Okay, part two of the Labor Day Festival at Northmoreland, Pennsylvania. I had somewhat of an interesting conversation. I came across a veterans group. I didn't get the name of the veterans group, but the lady came up and asked me about whether or not if I was a patriot. Well, of course, I gave the spiel. My dad, my brother, my son, my husband. And I was telling them about my flag being a little bit tattered out, but the flag what they had looked a little bit too big for what I have. Actually, I need two of them because I have one on the welcome sign. So anyway, there was a veteran there that overheard me talking, I guess, and he says, was your brother with the fourth or fifth group? And I said, the fifth group. Okay, I didn't know there was a fourth group. All right. And I said to him, I said, I know you're a veteran, and I gather you were in the Green Berets. And he said, yeah. And I said to him, I said, I know the fifth group was an elite group. I said, but can you tell me something about it, since my brother don't talk about it, He says, well, let me put it to you this way. He says, you don't hear about them. He says, because the fourth and fifth group is the Ghost Recon. He says, you never hear about them. I said, no. I said, he never said nothing to me or my mother or anybody else except my dad. And so anyway, he says, well, he said, let me put it to you this way. He says, we were all snipers. Okay. So I thought that was interesting, and I made a contribution to their organization. And also, too, I ran across an interesting guy, two fellas. Now, I got literature on Daniel and Revelation, okay? And, of course, I love the Bible study, so I got a book on, Bible answers. Now, these were all free, folks, but I did make a donation of $5 to the great controversy, the global war on freedom. This is going to be interesting to read, I think, because the time of trouble and so forth like that. I don't know what the book is about, but he said a lot of things that because I was telling him, they were talking about, I heard numerous people talk about they're expecting something this winter. And it just happened to be, I says to these guys, I says, yeah, I said there's something that's going to happen. And I said, it's going to be when the first snowflake falls until springtime. I said, it could be a northeastern. I said, the Lord spoke to me and told me that, everybody should be prepared. And he says, you know something that we don't know. And I says, well, just say, I told him I just come off fasting, and I told him that the Lord speaks to me, and so forth like that. So I'm anxious to get into this book. I'm not going to be a Bible thumper. It's just I have an interest in learning all I can about the Bible. So I personally don't care what denomination it is, as long as it's not a cult. And I don't understand Jewish, so I'm not putting the Jewish people down. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I am a German Jewish. I found out after all my life, and so I'm not prejudiced toward nobody. But anyway, we had a great time. But those were the interesting things. I'm the talker. Jim's the quiet one, and I stop and talk to everybody, And I even told the gentleman who gave me these, this literature that I says, ask him. I says, I love to do Bible study, and he says, yeah. He says he's really into that. So, but there's some great information I think in here. I like picking up stuff like this. But I come to my own conclusions, folks, and so I'm at the point in my life anymore. I'm a non-denominational. I don't care for really organized religion that much because I've been turned off by two ministers in my life, and they're only human. I understand that, but I feel I'm going to start doing my own thing the way I see it, and that's just the way it is, and the way that I'm led to be shown. So, but so I got some interesting, I met some really interesting people today. So anyway, here's the latter part of part two. The video isn't that great, folks. You know, if I find it boring, just go on to something else. But I thought I would just share it, you know, with subscribers who, you know, that I may be close to or whatever. And, you know, and to show how my day's been going. I haven't posted because I've had so much going here, and I hadn't had time to go through my footage yet. But, oh, before I forget, went to the Catholic Church once again. I went to 2 of them in 2 different towns. They were locked up, okay? I don't know what's going on, but I couldn't get no holy water, so I ordered some from Jerusalem. So I'm getting the Jordan River holy water. And also I bought a cross of the 14 paths that Jesus took before his crucifixion. And it just, like, stood out from me. So when I go in to do this thing, it's going to take 2 weeks for it to come. So when I go in to do this thing, I'm going in full arsenal to get rid of this thing. The weirdest things have been happening too is like there is such thing as demons who pass themselves off as insects. I've had some insects that look like ladybugs in this bedroom. I don't know how, because I have new windows. I don't know how they got in. Also, I had a grasshopper on the hood of my truck, and Jim found a black bat in my house last night in my downstairs bathroom, hanging on my curtain. So these are signs, folks. These are signs. So when I go in, I'm going to have full arsenal. So, and I have been thinking about videotaping it, so I might do that, because I might bring this thing forward, because I want to do battle with it. And since nobody else wants to take an interest in helping me, I want to do it on my own. This is the way it's going to go. So, alright, well anyway, enjoy this, and it's the last couple minutes, I do believe, of the video. So, alright, this is Try76 signing off. That must be it right there. Gypsy Dave and the Stump Jumpers, okay.
When you make your bed, you gotta lay in it, and if you want audience participation, you can help Dave holler back at me, you gotta lay in it. Okay.
How'd they do that, though?
Okay. All right. Bye.
Well, I feel like a rat that the devil wouldn't have in here. I feel like a rat that the devil wouldn't have in here. Well, I thought I was, but it goes to show that you never can tell. Like I went, broke the heart of a woman that I truly loved. Said I went, broke the heart of a woman that I truly loved.
Now young man don't come home and we love you.
Little miniature pony.